Okay, let's give you guys some more practice. So integrate this by substitution. So press pause and have a go. Okay, so to do this, let u equals this thing here. Let u equals this thing here. So if u equals this thing here, then du equals dx. So now we can put this into the dx. We can now put the u into here. Okay, so that will then take us to here. But looking at this, you're integrating this with respect to u, and you still got the x lingering around here. So somehow get rid of that x. Well, looking back up here, if you take away 1 from both sides, then that will then take you to this. So x equals this thing here. So now we can put this into this x here. Okay, so putting that thing into the x will give you. So don't forget, this is our x here. So it's us putting this into here. Okay, and then now tidy this thing up here. So that will then give you this. Okay, so now we're making a substitution within a substitution. So looking at this, let hang on. Looking at this, let v equals this thing here. Okay, so let v equals this thing here. So v equals this thing here. Then dv equals this thing here, and don't forget du later will be negative dv. Okay, so later we've got to put negative dv into this positive du here. Well, anyway, let v equals this thing here. If v equals this thing here, then u, looking at this, add u to both sides and then take away v. This will then take you to here. Okay, and then u squared, because you've got this u squared here. At the moment, you started with this, but then you will later on need to somehow take care of this u squared here. So you rearrange this thing here. That will then take you to this. Square both sides. Then this thing will become this thing here. Okay, you see why we need this u squared later. So now, when you let v equals this thing here, we can now put this into here. We can now put the v into this whole thing here. Okay, so this thing here will then become this. Okay, and don't forget that we've got to put this whole thing into the u squared, or into the u squared here. Okay, so that will then give you this. So that will then give us this. Now factor out this negative 1 here. So that will give you this. And now multiply everything out. So this times this, this times this, this times this. That will then give you this. And then integrate, and then it will then give you this. But remember, we said earlier that we said let v equals this thing here. Well, if v equals this thing here, then we can put this into the v here. We can put this into the v here. We can put this into the v here. Then that will then give you this. That will then give you this. But don't forget also, we said earlier that let u. We also said that let u equals this thing here. So we can now put this back into the u, put this back into the u, put this back into the u. That will then give us this. Now you've got 2, take away 1. That will leave. So tidy that up. That will then give you this. So overall, the answer would be this. Okay. Next question here. So integrate this. So press pause and have a go. Okay, so to do this, let u equals this thing, then du equals this thing here, and now we can put this into here. We can put this into this thing here. So hang on. So this whole thing here will equal this. Okay, so but remember, we are trying to integrate this with respect to u. So we need a way of getting rid of this x here. Sometimes you've got to do something really cunning, but in this case here, it's quite straightforward. Earlier we said u equals this thing here. So rearrange this to make x a subject. So x is really this. So now we can put this into the x just to get rid of it, because we're integrating with respect to u. So that will then take us to here. Now we can multiply this out. That will then give you this. Integrate it. It will then give you this. And now substitute back in. It will then give you this. So overall the answer would be this. Okay.